Well, happy Monday, everybody. And you know what? We closed out last week exactly the way we wanted to, cashing the team-specific NRFI parlay and both full inning NRFI plays on Friday. It's time to carry that momentum into a brand new week. And let's start it with a few more winners, shall we? I am Mark Wallace, co-host here at Weekday Wagers with DG, Robbie Hockey. And you can join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And make sure you're going to want to tune in today, because we're going to have a very special guest, Rafael Esparza, who's going to be joining us every Monday, going all the way through football as he's breaking down the odds. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss today's show. And as always, these plays, well, they're powered by the AI models over at justicestatsports.com. And today, we're changing things up slightly. We're going with a two-team specific NRFI parlay. Why? Because the value is already there with these two teams. And so there's really no reason for us to kind of force a third leg here. If you want to, I can include that team as a bonus, but okay, I'm playing the two team, and it's at even money, at plus 100. So we're going to start with the San Diego Padres. They're facing Bryce Elder, and Elder has delivered a NRFI in 8 of his last 10 starts. He's held opposing hitters to 143 against them in the opening frame, with 255 WOBA and a .90 first inning whip. He's only allowed 5 hits in the first inning while recording 10 strikeouts, and he's faced an average of just 4 batters per first inning. San Diego's batting 205 in the first with a 297 WOBA, and the Padres have recorded 9 hits while striking out 16 times. They've only scored 4 first inning runs over the last 30 days. Elder has done an excellent job of avoiding early traffic, so San Diego's the first team we're going to target not to score in the first inning. The second, the Toronto Blue Jays. They're going against Tampa Bay's Nick Martinez, and Martinez brings a perfect 8-0 NRFI record into this matchup. He's faced an average of only 3.8 hitters per first inning, allowing just 3 hits, no home runs. Opposing batters are batting just 111 against him with a 186 WOBA. He has an outstanding 0.50 first inning whip. Toronto, well, they have been about average in the opening frame. They're batting 269 with a 325 WOBA, but the Blue Jays haven't been able to turn that hitting into manufacturing runs. They've only scored 3 first inning runs over the last 30 days. Martinez, he's been nearly untouchable early, and that perfect NRFI record is why we're comfortable including Toronto as the second leg. If you want that third team, go ahead and add the Milwaukee Brewers in that. You add the Milwaukee Brewers in that, and I'm going to tell you why, because they're also my full game NRFI. But if you add the Brewers to that, you get a nice plus 156, 158, depending on the book, 3-team parlay. I'm sticking with the 2. Like I just said, our full inning play is the New York Mets versus the Milwaukee Brewers. And look, to be honest with you, this is all about, well, there's 2 narratives here, really. Freddy Peralta is going to get the ball for the Mets facing his old team, the Brewers. All right, little motivation, little incentive. Yes, I know he only holds a 5-3 NRFI record, but he's only allowed 7 first inning hits all season with a 113 whip. He's held opposing hitters to a 226 batting average. So his issue is more of the walks and the creating traffic. If he's able to pitch the swing and miss, he'll do just fine against this Milwaukee's offense, who has struggled. They're only batting 182 with a 287 WOBA. The Brewers have 6 hits against 14 strikeouts and have scored just 3 runs, which gives Peralta that kind of landing point that he needs to get back into that NRFI routine. So on the other side of this, Jacob Misiorowski, and he's just been absolutely overpowering in the first inning. He owns an 8-2 NRFI record with a .50 first inning whip, and opposing hitters, well, they're hitting .091 against him with a 182 WOBA. He's only allowed 3 hits while piling up 23 strikeouts. That is a ridiculous 66% strikeout rate in the first inning. So you might want to target some of those markets as well. The Mets are batting just 190 in the opening frame with a 285 WOBA. They do have 8 hits, 11 strikeouts, but again, only 3 runs have been scored. With Misiorowski missing bats at that level, New York may have trouble even putting the ball in play, never mind pushing a run across. We've swept all 3 plays on Friday, and today we're keeping it simple. A 2-team specific parlay featuring San Diego and Toronto, plus the full inning NRFI between the Mets and the Brewers. And like I said, if you want to add another level, take one of the two teams, either the Mets or the Brewers, add them into that two-team parlay. You get a really nice boost doing that. I'm sticking with the two-teamer. I like the value there at even money. Make sure you join us this afternoon, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. DG, myself, and Rafael Esparza. And please, if you would be so kind, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and more importantly, drop your favorite NRFI or NRFI play in the comments below. We'll see you later. Best of luck.